And then he said, I think this will give more happiness to my mother.
Wow.
That I have accepted this film.
Oh, that's
And with
sweet.
his that one line,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I want him only.
Yeah.
नहीं यार, मैं यहाँ पे ना हीरो ढूंढने आई हूँ.
अच्छा, wait.
And वो बोला, मेरे पास था है.
Destiny. Wow.
I told him what I am gonna make.
Yeah.
कोई भी फिल्म इससे रस्की और रॉ हो ही नहीं सकती.
Exactly.
Even I have wrote letter to Mr. Modi ji. In that letter also we write that forgotten mother, sister and daughters of India.
Right.
That line made me
Yeah.
shake inside, goosebumps, tears, and I was like looking at him and thinking myself goat. And that line actually made me make this film that I should talk about it. ये सच है या झूठ है? Because cinema is a loudspeaker. And when you are talking so loudly, you should be aware that what you are talking.
Because it's a mission. It's not a movie, is it?
Yes.
It's a movement that you're creating.
I always thanks to the God.
Yes. Yeah.
I say
Always.
thank you to giving me such a
Yeah.
raw life.
Yes.
Because that made me. It's like God wants to make a sword,
Yes. He's sharpening.
and
you.
He was like just sharpening it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm ready.
Welcome back to the Star Moguls podcast. I'm your host, Mariam Sharif. So I was invited to a UK premiere for the film Paro. And I wasn't sure what the movie was about, but I wanted to go anyway because it was actually a Oscar eligible film, and that intrigued me. So I went along, and oh my gosh, what a powerful movie. I was so touched. It really touched my heart. We also want to kickstart South Asian Heritage Month, and my guests are amazing. The women behind the movie. So, welcome Dripti and Ruhi.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mariam.
I'm so happy to have you here. Honestly, ever since I watched the movie, I've had something in my heart, and I just wanted to share this beautiful story with others because Paro is all about bride slavery and the untold story. And I knew of the subject, but not to this depth. I thought it was a documentary and I will just come out of it. And at the end, I was crying. It was so emotional. You were crying, I was crying. And I was like, I mean, we're all creatives here. So please tell me a little bit more about yourself, Dripti.
My name is Trupti Bhoer. I'm an actor, director, producer, and writer, and I'm an activist, founder of Trupti Bhoer Films and Shelter Foundation.
Amazing. And yourself?
Hi, I'm Ruhi and Rohini Haq, as you prefer, and I'm the founder of Hope Billet and a Voices Unheard Films, and I'm the executive producer with Tripti Bhoer on this amazing journey that I'm so humbled and glad to be part of.
And I was so glad to be invited. And honestly, ladies, it was remarkable. So, firstly, congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Amazing. So, let's take it back. How did you start this whole mission? Because it's a mission. It's not a movie, is it?
yes.
It's a movement that you're creating.
Yeah, actually, I watched BBC News Channel and Al Jazeera channel.
Yes.
They made a documentary in 2013.
Right.
I watched that in 2015, and I was shocked. How you're shocked
Yes.
that this is exist.
Yes.
And then I was like, because I am a very responsible filmmaker, I always make social impact cinema. So is it really happening in India? And then I went behind it. I really went to that villages
Yes.
through BBC reporters.
Right.
Because I try to go in that village,
Right.
Mewat, which is in Haryana. It's in India, Haryana state, district called Mewat.
Right. Okay.
So I was trying, but no one is helping me.
Right. Okay.
And everyone was telling me, Mewat, they just stopped talking.
Oh.
I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then finally I tried to find BBC reporter.
Right.
And then he told me, you have to go through one NGO.
Right.
So there is a one Sheikh, his name. He's running one NGO and he is working last 18 years to just push this paros. And then I went, I met him and I told him that what you are doing. And he said, I am not going to do anything for them. They have to do. If they feel, they will do. And then through him, I went that village. I really met 60 to 63 real paros.
Right. For
And
those who don't know what paro is, can you explain what this term is and how? And you can speak Hindi as well. We can always translate because I know it's not your first language.
yeah, it's not my first language, but I am just trying.
Yes,
I'm learning actually, doing all the mistake.
Yeah, listen, it's your first time to London as well, so
Yeah.
welcome to London.
Yeah. So, which girls and women work in sex worker,
Yeah.
we call them prostitute.
Yes. Yes.
The women's society call them prostitute.
Yes.
Likewise, girl and woman who sell or bought for marriages, they called paro.
Right.
So this is the a certain Mewat area only
Right.
have this custom.
Right. Okay. And I saw that the majority of the characters were actually Muslim. Does this happen in more Muslim families, or is it any religion?
No. So I want to tell you,
Yeah.
this is more happening in Haryana because in Haryana the gender imbalance rate is very high.
Right.
Because they have killed really a lot girls before getting birth. But Haryana is not only one state. All the state, I can say that they have killed girls before getting married, and they had a reason, like they have to pay dowry, and they always feel that we, made them grown up, put all the money, hard-earned money, and finally the girl is, going and marrying someone, and she will be there. But boy, whatever investment is come back to us because he
Yes.
take care of us. So that mentality.
Because what I got from the movie is that Paro doesn't have any identity. She cannot, she gets married, but she can't take the husband's name. She can't inherit the property. So there is no rights. Paro doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
They're in this lost little world. They don't have any identity as such. What is that from the research that you did? Because you spent 3 years doing research.
Now
before
this is fourth year.
Oh,
actually.
fourth years. So 4 years before even making the movie. What is the most disturbing story that you've
The most disturbing dialogue I can say. See, stories was very. I can't tell you. But when they was talking, when I was looking at each of paros, which they don't like when we call them paro,
Oh, right.
because they feel
So
that
you can't even call them.
No. Means paro is an abusive word for them.
Oh, right.
Because even small boy also will say, yo, hey, paro, and he can spit on her.
Oh.
So when I went there and I tried to help them when I was collecting data of them. That time one woman, she had courage to talk because these women are not talking. You have to make them talk. So that time she told me, sister, you came here to help us. Can you don't call us paro?
Okay.
It's a very abusive word for us. And from that time, when I told Ruhi this, so my English is very bad. And then she told me, you can say like this, forgotten mother, sister, and daughter. And from that day, whenever I am writing to the government, even I have wrote letter to Mr. Modi ji
Right.
that he should aware what is happening. In that letter also we write that forgotten mother, sister, and daughters of India.
Right.
And when I was meeting them, I met one man who married 4 paros. He was having already his wife. But instead of that, he married, and he was like a lot of. I can see that he's a decent man with money and all.
Right.
And then I asked him, so what do you do?
Yeah.
When the girl is coming from Maharashtra or Andhra or Assam, Odisha, UP, Bihar or Rajasthan, Gujarat, what do you do? Like, do you change the religion and get married? Because they are not prostitute. They are
Yes.
brides.
Yes, the brides.
Yeah. So he just looked at me that how stupid question I am asking. And then he told me, when a lost goat is there, that goat don't have any religion or any caste or any identity. That meant to be cut and distribute.
Oh.
And that
So
line,
they don't care.
They don't
They don't
care.
care.
that line made me
Yeah.
shake inside, goosebump, tears, and I was like looking at him and thinking myself goat. And that line actually made me make this film that I should talk about it.
So
Because
that
we
was
are-
your point where you thought,
Yeah.
okay, you know what? That's it. I'm going to now. Because I
Yeah.
was going to ask you, there must have been a point that you think though. But why do you think you made it? Why is it important to you?
It's because we are not product. We are human being. How men are human being,
Yes.
they want respect, they want dignity. We also want dignity and respect. And see, it's my childhood was very raw and rusty.
Right.
And my childhood made me such a strong person
Right. Right.
to think and rebel against anything happening wrong. And when I see anyone disrespecting women or girl, I can't stand it. No matter she is from which country,
Yes.
which caste and which religion. For me, there is only two religion and two caste, men, women.
Yes.
That's it.
My father used to say humanity first.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not even no religion, no,
Yes.
human first.
Yes.
Humanity first, better than everything else.
Very
So, and I think that is a universal law that you kind of forget. We're just so busy fighting genders, fighting society, cultural taboos.
What these women are facing might be I face a little bit in my childhood when I was age of 10.
Right.
And I was sexually abused. And I understand that.
Yeah.
That when you can't talk because the society has made us like this, especially women and girl, don't talk.
Yeah.
Hide. It's our respect,
Yes.
honor. So the whole honor and whole respect of the whole family is
Yes.
always land up on our shoulder,
Yes. Yeah.
girl's shoulder or women. And this is what happened. And I understand how it, the eyes always find someone, that one day someone will come, hold me, and that hold will be so safe, and that person will help me. And that I can see in each Paro's eyes.
Yeah. They say that usually someone who has gone through something like this, and I think for creatives as well, that when you're creating something, usually it's so personal that you can. What I love is that you've taken that incident or that situation that you had in your early life and changed it into such a beautiful, productive mission. And maybe this is a gift from God that you now have this platform to share your story.
I feel that
Yeah, I feel it as well.
I
Tripti.
always thanks to the God.
Yes, yeah.
I say
Always.
thank you to giving me such a raw life.
Yes.
Because that made me, it's like God wants to make a sword.
Yes. He's sharpening
And
you.
he was like just sharpening it.
Yeah.
And now I'm ready.
Yeah. After all, you were ready. But how did you get ready for the movie? Because I went away, I was crying. It was heavy. It's a heavy role. लेकिन आपने ये role कैसे start किया? Like,
So-
prepare कैसे किया? Because काफी
बहुत ही
heavy है.
heavy
Yeah.
जब भी मैं 4 साल पहले मैं पहली बार, ये सच है या झूठ है, बिकॉज सिनेमा इज अ लाउड स्पीकर एंड व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग सो लाउडली यू शुड बी अवेयर दैट व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग, एंड आई एम very much perfect in that. So I always do research. And when I went and I met more than 62 women who are forgotten mother and sister and daughters, I was seeing them exactly the way first they will sit. First, even their sitting position is telling their trauma, the fear they have went through, and their eyes which not trusting anyone. Even the dog, they will not trust. So it's such a powerful their body language
Yeah.
and their wounds.
Yeah.
And when I watched Al Jazeera's documentary, in that there is a one girl I saw. I met her after
Oh,
that
you did?
there, and but that time she was little grown up.
Right.
So she was 15-year-old in that documentary. Even now, you also can watch that. Even the audience can watch that documentary, which is called the Bride Slavery in India.
Right. Okay.
And that girl was carrying a small child, 1.5-year child,
Right.
and she is pregnant already, 15-year-old. And her marriage happened when she was like 12 or something, to a very old man, like 70
Is
plus.
that what the main? Because the girls are young, and then the husbands or the men are like 1 decade, 2 decades,
Two
even.
decades older. So all the girls are here
Yeah.
from age of 11 or 12
Right.
till 20, and the men are most of the time 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus. I have seen 73 plus, 73-year-old man getting married to 14-year-old girl and having kid. I was like,
God.
how come? How his hand can even touch her?
Yes.
Because he has maybe give birth to so many own child, and there might be child, he must be a grandfather or great
Yeah,
grandfather.
great. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And how he can touch it,
yeah.
that life, I can say that's life.
Yes. Yes.
So that girl was carrying that small boy, and she was pregnant, and her husband died, and the family, the husband's family, don't want to give her property. So that's why they sold her into another marriage.
Right. You see, when I thought about bride slavery, I just thought it's like one transaction, right? And so what was really horrific that it was multiples. It was one after the other, and that's what I was so disturbed about, because I was like, it's just like they're just transactions, one after another. And I thought, okay, bride slavery, just one, somebody's bought it and that's it.
Right.
You know, they have, that's where they're gonna be for the rest of life. But this cycle, that's what
Yeah,
disturbed me.
actually, if you just see the larger picture, okay, all over the world, how many brides are there, okay, which are
Yeah.
very respectful bride also.
Yes.
Somehow they are also slave, I can say.
Hmm.
But this is a different scenario.
Yeah.
This is like, and they happy to be slave, actually, I can say.
Hmm.
I always seen my mother, and I always feel she's a slave. But happy to be slave. She feel that, okay,
That's a
if
loving
my-
slave. Like that's you're being in a loving relationship. That's
No,
that's
but
love.
sometime
Yeah.
the men will beat,
Yes.
and still that woman wants to serve him.
Yes.
And she feel that's my duty
It
to
is.
take beaten up
Yes.
and to
So
serve.
I think that's what it is, and I think it doesn't matter how intelligent you are. It doesn't matter what age you are, but when you are in a marriage, as our society in South Asian cultures are told that you marry, you stay, and until you die, this is the house that you're gonna come from. Like this is it.
Exactly.
This is where you're gonna live, and this is where you're going to die.
Exactly. So,
So I
this
think-
is what my mother used to tell me this, even
Yeah.
my grandmother always,
Yeah.
that women having two houses.
Yes.
One, she took a birth, that's dad house.
Yeah.
And one where she died is husband's house. So when I understand where I am not safe, where I got birth,
Yes. Yes.
I try to run into another house.
Right.
But then I understand that running from the problem,
Yes.
I am ending up with the new problem.
Yes.
And that's why I started fighting. So this is where I started. But I want to tell you about that girl.
You actually run in the movie as well. You're always running. I was like, man, and it's sad because you're running literally from one person, from another person, you're literally in the movie. You are running a lot. You're running away always.
Have you seen any the really goat? Okay, Goat,
Yeah.
you bring goat,
Yeah.
you have to tie up.
Yes, you do. Yeah, yeah.
If you don't,
Yeah.
what happened?
Will it?
Run.
Well, it runs, but it eats everything.
No, but it will run
Yes,
also.
it will run. Yeah.
If that goat like your
Yeah.
house might
Yeah.
be or people, might be it will stand, but it will
Yeah.
run.
Right.
Yeah, and you have seen in the film,
Hmm.
she is running.
Yeah.
The same my life story, like
Yes.
running. But when she fight back,
Yes.
there she get the, justice.
Yes.
Because no one is gonna give you justice.
Yeah.
You have to create your own justice.
Yeah. You have to not just don't face your fears, but you have to fight your fears.
Yeah.
You have to fight. Otherwise, the other person will just get bigger and bigger. And they know that they can then put that pressure on you. There's a part in the movie which I loved, and I felt that it was a cry for help, but a hope. You were stretching your hand out and you were trying to grab something. I don't know what it was, but was it hope? What is it? What was it that you were trying to grab?
Exactly. There is no light.
There's no light.
There's a darkness.
Mm.
And I feel every woman and girl, she really search light. Light in her life, light in her freedom. You will be in sunlight, but
Yeah.
still you're not free.
Yes.
So she was like, try to grab.
Yes. That was really beautiful.
Yeah.
There was a really beautiful
Yeah.
moment where she's just, I think she's that scene where I think she's beaten up and then she's just on the floor and then that was really, there was no words. It was just her hand and
I
it was
know.
so significant.
I should say,
Yeah.
my director, he's a really clever director.
Yeah.
He's a very
Excellent.
good friend of mine, Gajendra Ahire.
Yes.
He told me that, Trupti, how we can show that still there is a hope.
Yes.
She still try to catch if she can.
Yes.
And then when he told me this, I was like, Gaju,
Genius.
I'm crying. No, I was crying.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, this is perfect. You have cried because
Yeah.
you will never cry for anything. It means it's going to
Yeah.
work. And see, it's working.
It is. It was very touching. It was a really great part of the movie. So let's talk about, as a creative and you being creative women, how do you take like an idea and then turn it into a movie? What is that creative process? What did you go through? Because there's a lot of people that listen and I want you to inspire them from having just an idea in your head. And then what does that creative process look like?
So, see, the fire was already there.
Yes.
Seeing something like that,
Yeah.
I was so angry. And then I put that anger in so many head and heart.
Yes.
This is first thing I did.
Yeah.
I just took that seed and the plantation started.
Yeah.
So the first plantation I started with Gajendra.
Right. Okay.
So I just pull him. So I am only 10th pass and I am not from film industry.
Right.
I have never learned this craft.
Right.
I was a beautician.
Right.
So I don't know, but I love stories.
Yes.
And I was writing the whole story.
Right.
But the screenplay writing is a perfect different kind of job.
Yes. Right.
Very studious thing.
Yes.
Which I am not
Yeah.
and I can't.
So you said that you've produced other movies and you were from beautician to filmmaker. Now that's a journey. You tell me about how did you go from a beautician into films?
Yeah.
What was that journey for you?
So actually I married age of 17.
Oh wow. Okay, quite young.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I
Because you
told
wanted
you
to get away,
that
escape.
I understand this is not safe.
Yes.
Let's
yes.
go to the safe
Right. Okay.
house.
Yes.
And I was in college for 11th standard,
Right.
and there was a boy who is I'm a scheduled caste.
Right.
So he was a scheduled caste, and he came and I said, "I love you so much. Do you love me?" And with the rose and I was so practical in my life. I
Right.
just look at him and I ask him, "Can you please marry with me?" And he's like, "You don't understand."
I'm just giving her a rose,
I'm
and
just
she's
telling-
saying,
yeah,
and she's saying,
yeah.
"Marry me."
Yeah. Again,
You फंस गया.
यानी उसका हो गया कि भाई मैं तो कुछ सोच रहा
बड़ी
था अलग
frank
ही। ये तो डायरेक्ट गली में ही लटक गई, मैं सोच रहा था मैं लटक जाऊंगा। So And then he was really shocked. I was like, I'm so small and you are too. And then, but
How did the parents? How did his parents agree?
actually, his parents are godly people. Godly people, I can say that. My ex father-in-law is not here, but he always stand for me. Even I'm a, a daughter-in-law of another family right now.
Yes.
After that also, every month he will message me or call me.
Yeah.
And he was always made my strength. And he told me that you was correct,
Yes.
but my son didn't understand that value.
Hmm.
But that's okay.
But there's always one, sometimes it just takes that one person to believe in you, to give you that support and give you that encouragement that you can do it, you're good. That person that inspired you.
Oh, that's strong actually. So actually my father-in-law, when I got married, actually I told my first husband that uh, I don't feel safe and I that's why I want to marry. And then somehow he told mother and father my all situation.
Right.
And they understand. And they was in a very big question mark. Why? Because he's a small son for them.
Yes, yeah.
There was an elder son who's not married.
Oh, right.
So for them, we want to marry him first,
Hmm.
and then he said that please, I think we have to help her, and he was in love with me, and
That's
then
so sweet.
yeah, and then his intention was really good and very clear. He really helped me. I went there, but then what happened? I always feel the more information which women gives, she put herself in trouble.
Yeah. Is it South Asian men? Is it Desi men that they don't have that understanding, that
I don't
capacity?
know.
Or is it all men?
I feel that a very sensible man. I feel who really understand women and himself same.
Yeah.
I think that person really respect. I always feel love is really not matter.
Yeah.
You should really respect first.
Yes, absolutely.
Then everything stand behind it.
Yeah.
If yeah.
I think also like, emotional intelligence. It's
Yeah.
not just because men are they have a certain role in life, and they now have to also understand how to understand their own emotions, because they're not allowed to cry, they're not allowed to express fear, they're not, so men have also been conditioned a certain way, so it's not their fault either, but slowly I think, as generations
I feel
we're
like see,
educating
now
and now this, it's an education, this
yeah
movie.
yeah exactly. See, now I am second time married. Last 13 years I'm with my second husband.
Okay.
And that is miracle for me, because he's too simple, so calm.
Yeah.
He's like a saint. If I will do any crime also, I think he will not say anything to me. He's like so and
You need a yin and a yang. You need one to balance. Like
Yeah.
one is creative and loud, and the other one has to be calm. Otherwise, if you have two people in the same that are all high energy, then how will it work?
yeah. So what you asked me one question, that who actually supported you.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, my first journey was only my fire.
Right.
I was just motivated by myself. I always feel,
Right.
okay, I'm not a product. Because when people are only looking to your body, they don't understand I'm a woman. I too have brain.
Yeah.
I too creative person. So that every day when you step out, you see people who are judging you with your body, with your look.
Yeah.
And they understand, oh, this is only okay. But when I talk little creatively, they said, oh, why she's talking that creatively.
Yes.
She's not meant for that.
Yes. They
Yeah.
put you in a box.
Yeah. So that made my film touring talkish. Till touring talkish. So till then I made तुझ्या माझ्या संसाराला आणि काय हवं. Then Agadbam. I made the India's first prosthetic makeup film. In India, Kamal Hassan and even इसकी फिल्म आई थी ना, कंगना रावत.
Okay.
So Kangana Rao, in Hindi industry, she is the first girl who done this only face makeup.
Right.
And Anil Kapoor who done for Badhai Badhai. But I am the first artist in India in 2010. I done the whole prosthetic makeup, and I was 300 kg women.
Wow.
I was hated the look. What? See, okay, I'm a little bit good looking girl,
Yeah.
but that's not my recognition.
Yes, yes, yes.
To with that strong feeling, I made one 300 kg woman. That this is true.
Yeah.
Not this. This will get wrinkled.
Yes, yes, yeah. They will age. Yeah.
Yeah.
This beauty will fade.
Yeah. So till Turing Talkish, but then my film was Turing Talkish was listed for Oscar. So my
Wow.
2 films are listed for Oscar.
Yes.
And then I met my second husband, and I saw a different face of men which I have never seen.
Right.
And that man actually, he supported me. See, I'm a married, and I am going everywhere, over the world, because he told me, you do whatever you want.
He gave you that freedom.
So that's very important, and
Yes,
trust you.
yes.
So I think he gave me that support, and then in my life, because I started flying everywhere,
Yeah.
then I met Ruhi.
How did
Then-
you meet?
Yeah, because of my one friend. Her name is Priya Samant.
Right.
So she's the executive producer of my film,
Right.
and she's a social impact person. So she introduced to Ruhi, and then Ruhi became a executive producer of the film Paro.
Ah, I see. Ruhi, in the movie, was there a time that you felt like, oh, we're gonna give up because there was some challenges that you came across? Was there something in the movie
I
that
was,
made you?
I was not involved in the filming, just to
Right.
clarify.
Yeah.
The film came to me because they wanted somebody to brand and promote, and I've done international awareness and theatrical promotions in LA for a lot of social impact films, and my own films are all social impact, like you obviously know, and so that's the aspect that Priya bought the film, and Priya's been involved in multiple films with me, and there was Kashmir Files that we partnered with, and we promoted it in in theatrical releases and stuff, and usually social impact is my passion, right? So
Yeah.
otherwise I'm an engineer. My job is totally
Oh,
different. Yes,
right.
I'm a technical project manager, and it's totally different from my field, but I believe in getting the voices heard, and that's why my banner is Voices Unheard, because I think these voices and these projects need to be out there. And Paro actually was not a film that I knew about, but
Yes.
after hearing Tripti's story, I said, yes, I want to hear about Paro. So it's not like Paro's subject was something that really came
Yes.
to me first. Tripti as a person was who was introduced to me first. And
Right.
and when I heard her story, I was like, your story needs to be told as well. And then I was intrigued by someone, because I've not seen many filmmakers do anything on ground.
Yes. Yes.
Unfortunately, I think that's how I fell into filmmaking, because I had the NGO, but I didn't have a voice where I saw a lot of people listen to you internationally, globally. And I saw that once I made a film, my first film, I was at Cannes, and I couldn't believe it. And it was a lot of people listening and
what was
watching.
that for?
It was an Egyptian film that I partnered with, and it was just a bunch of friends, and they told me that you're great in storytelling and marketing, and you go to, because with my NGO I do emergency relief, so I go to places where so many stories, war zones, afflicted people, these stories, they're very real stories, and when you see that, you feel more. When you feel more, you will do more, right? And if you don't feel, you can't do. So if there's the intention, then only you can move. So that's why I generally partner or make my own films that will move people. But I have more of a marketing head, where I see what will touch people, entertain them also, and they will do something about it, not just walk away. And Tripti is one of those rare filmmakers who actually goes on ground with every film, changing the law, like my films go and fund the protagonist. My films are not really to make money for me, ever. And I've always sold my films at a profit, but I've not taken a penny from them. I have always reinvested in the protagonist. If it's childhood cancer, it's the children facing cancer.
I loved that actually, because I think on that point, cancer stories are normally for adults. They're their stories, but never from a point of view from a child. What that experience is like, that, and when they've recovered, because I know so many, and I was thinking about all the people that I know, even my own niece. So I was like, they face the same issues. They don't want to be known for that anymore. So that was a really good point.
And I actually did one on Got Cancer, and a very beautiful person from London was an actress in that. And that was Got Cancer Like Got Milk. So I'm a more simple filmmaker
Yeah.
that wants to create like a thing because my head is like a 5-year-old. So I want to create something that it's very simple, people relate to
Yes.
it and get the message. Because when my friend got cancer, I felt that cancer does not affect just the person, the whole family gets cancer.
absolutely.
And that really affected me. And I've always been told, that did you get cancer? Were you raped? I'm obviously not a bride slave. I just think we should create empathy.
Yes.
If I connect with Tripti's pain, then I will feel the same passion to do something about the subject
Yes,
where she's actually making a difference on ground, where you're actually helping the women. You're not just making a film, making a profit and walking away, right?
Yes.
And those films are very important, Mariam. And people like you and people out there should talk about them, which is a rare thing. And now I think the society is listening. What do you feel?
I definitely feel that there's a change, and everybody is. I think they have more courage to speak, and I think when you create space for women to speak their heart, their vulnerabilities, then you'll have many more people like yourself telling their own stories. So I think firstly you have to create that safe space for them. And that's more important. Where you are in a community or friends, like you said, you have to be in a space where, even with all of us, we're all in a safe space. We can speak our hearts. And I think that's more important before you even do anything else, is that you're allowed to speak and
Absolutely.
no one would shut you up and say, no, you can't, or stop.
And
that's more
you touched on a
important.
point where you said Paro, what does that mean? What does that name? And we in fact were discussing when we were trying to do the TED talk, for Tripti, and I think Paro, I mean, imagine Mariam doesn't have a name tomorrow morning when she wakes up. And Mariam is just called this one name that is across the board. That everyone who's going through bride slavery is a Paro. What is their real name? Till that character in the movie asks, what is your name? She was a
Yes.
Paro. So I think just being stripped of a name, a person will feel exactly, I mean, at least the feeling of not having a name is very, very emotional.
Yeah, absolutely. And I said
people-
the movie
simple.
is all about like identity.
there's no
Like
identity.
there's no identity for that person. And then it's not just that woman; it's his next generation.
Absolutely.
And that was horrific. Honestly, I couldn't get my head around.
You go to a coffee shop and you have to give a name.
Yeah.
What would you do then?
Yes.
Are you going to give Paro? So just simple things like that, just for the simplicity of the situation, to explain it to people that don't understand the depth of this whole systematic abuse.
Yes.
Just that fact, you don't have a name tomorrow morning.
Yes.
From film, if you see Taha's character, he is the third husband of that
Yes.
woman, and he had sex with her.
Yeah.
He is having so much time spending with her.
Yeah.
But after a very long time, he asked one day, "What's your,
Your
name?"
name.
Absolutely
Yes,
right.
I know.
Absolutely right.
And then she can't talk because she's mute, and she said,
Yeah.
she showed the moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think he only asked when he actually started to feel those feelings. Because then, first she's just the goat, right? Product.
Perfect,
But
yes,
then
that's what
when
you-
he spends time with her, that's the moment where the feelings become, after she goes to the house.
Exactly.
And then she comes back, and it's because he wants to be there for her.
Yeah.
And she sees that she's rejected from there. She's nowhere. And I think his character was amazing. Let's just talk about him. So how did you choose Taha for the one of the obviously one of the main characters in the movie? Because he's obviously come from Hira Mandi Heartthrob and straight into here. Why did you want him to be in the movie?
So I was in Goa film. I was fed up.
Right.
Why I was fed up? Because first of all, we don't have that much money. So with me, we are two producers
Right.
on this subject, this Paro project. One is Sadish Sharda. He's from Virginia and I'm from India. So
Right.
I'm a creative producer and I also have put money in this. So he was telling me, bring this name, bring that name. Let's talk with this hero, that hero. All heroes like, what will be my remuneration? I was like, sir, we don't have that much money. And he's like, oh, I don't have dates. I'm sorry. I can give you a big list with whom we have talked. So many actors we talk. And then I was completely down, depressed. I said, oh my God. And all hero was telling me one thing, that this is a women's story.
Yes. Yeah.
Protagonist,
Yeah.
women. It's not my anything. Why I should be there?
Right. Right.
You find someone.
Yeah.
So I was completely down, and Gajendra, he called me and he said, Trupti, what I feel, let's go to Goa Film Festival.
Okay.
And I said, hello, I want to keep the money for making production.
You're telling us to go.
And you're telling me,
Well,
let's
you know,
go
we
to
always need a holiday.
I think creative breaks. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
No. So what he told me, I said, first of all, Sandesh will, first of all, he will tell me, you find hero better going to Goa Film. So then he told me, tell him that only. To find hero, we are going to Goa
Oh,
Film
right,
Festival.
right. We're going to find the hero there.
So he told me, see, you don't have film, I don't have film.
Yeah.
People mostly go with the film to the Goa Film
Yeah.
Festival.
Okay.
We want to make a film, that's why we are going to Goa Film Festival.
that's
I was
good.
like, yeah.
Ambitious.
And I said, oh my God, okay, let's give it a try.
I love that.
And I was like, like I'm a like office peon kind of. I have so many file here. And then I was like, there is no any hero is come here and I can talk with that, because
Right.
all big hero will come for opening.
Yes.
Tack, all photos and and they will just go.
Go, yeah.
And there is no one. And I was fed up, and there is a Russian department where I thought, okay, at least I will go and talk about collaboration, production collaboration,
Right.
something I should do. We have
Yeah.
invested money.
Yeah.
I just want to go. And one man, he came and he said, madam, I want to click picture with you.
Okay.
I said, do you know who I am? Yes, I know. What do you know about me? You tell me. Because so many men and so many people, नहीं सुनिए ना, मैं हमेशा साड़ी पहनती हूँ,
right.
तो they want to click picture with me.
अच्छा, okay.
कि भाई आप पिक्चर, तो मैंने इतनी फ्रस्ट्रेटेड थी ना, मैं एक तो इतनी बड़ी हिल पहन के 3 माला ऊपर नीचे उतर के दूसरी जगह पे दूसरे माले पे चढ़ना है, और वो गोवा फिल्म फेस्टिवल घूम रही हूँ, और ऊपर से एक हीरो नहीं मिला, तो और गजेंद्र बोल मिलेगा, he's like संत के तरह एकदम मिलेगा.
He's enjoying Goa.
मिलेगा. And then I asked, do you know me? He said, yeah, I have watched your touring talkies. उसको लगा मैं अभी मारने वाली हूँ उसको. तो like, yeah, I watched your touring talkies.
Okay.
And you're a brilliant actor, and I know your other film, Agad Bum, where you was 300. And I said, oh, I'm from Mumbai. I said, yeah, you have right to click my picture. And then he clicked my picture and he told me, oh, what movie you have here? And I said, नहीं यार, मैं यहाँ पे ना हीरो ढूंढने आई हूँ.
अच्छा, right.
And वो बोला, मेरे पास ताहा है. तो मैंने कहा, कौन है ताहा? तो क्योंकि वो हीरा मंडी तब तक रिलीज नहीं हुई थी.
अच्छा, it wasn't.
नहीं.
Oh,
ये मैं आपको बात बोल रही हूँ 2022 की.
Destiny.
wow.
या एंड वो मुझे बोला कि मेरे पास ताहा है. मैंने कहा भाई इसका कभी नाम भी नहीं मैंने
Yeah,
सुना.
exactly.
कौन है ये ताहा?
Yeah.
तो बोला बहुत humble, he is very humble,
Yeah.
very good boy.
Yeah.
He really wants to do something raw,
Yeah.
rusty film.
Yeah.
If your film is raw and rusty, then I will manage him to bring here. So I told him what I am going to make.
Yeah.
कोई भी फिल्म इससे रस्टी और रॉ हो ही नहीं सकती.
Exactly.
So he told me, wow, that's the best.
Yeah.
Immediately he called.
Yeah.
Hello. And all this thing happened. But still I was like hopeless because I was like, okay,
you didn't
I
know
don't
him.
know
Yeah,
who I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
meet and all.
Yeah.
And the next morning,
Uh-huh.
one pigeon fly from, from Marriott Hotel gate. I was like, and he just came and into the fit to the Gajendra Hire. Sir.
Acha.
I was like, who is this? I was like, my name is Taha Shah Badusha. I was like, my God, ये तो बच्चा है. So like,
like she's like,
You know-
not the son's role.
Yeah, but he does have a baby face.
Yes,
right?
Yeah, he
yes.
He looks young.
But he
Yeah,
looks so amazing in the film.
Yeah.
yeah.
नहीं तभी वो थोड़ा सा उसने weight
Yeah.
अच्छा रखा था.
Right.
उसके बाद he just
Yeah.
cut off his weight a lot.
Yeah.
So he like, and sir, I really want to do something,
Yeah.
I want to do something rusty Indian films.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
real theatrical art, theater artist and all.
Yeah.
So Gajendra was looking at him like, oh my God, what is this? Because he was not stop one place. He
Yeah.
was like,
Energy. He's got energy.
his energy.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at him. Oh my God.
What am I gonna do with
Yeah.
this?
And then Gajendra said, okay, I will tell you the story. And then you
Okay.
decide.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. When? Tell me when. And so like, aaj sham ko,
अच्छा, ठीक.
And then in evening, he
Okay.
came and he was like, okay, I'm ready now. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So
tell
he's
me.
got no idea what the story is.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so then you told the story?
Yeah, and then then my
for
director
his rap.
started telling the story about what it is. He was first like this, and then he was like, "Oh God!" I was like, it's completely from there.
energy is
to
gone.
like,
Yeah.
And then he said, "This is interesting." He told me I'm a single mother boy,
It
and
got his heart.
and then he said, "I think this will give more happiness to my mother."
Wow.
That I have accepted this film.
Oh, that's
And with his that one line,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I want him only.
Yeah. And you get the feeling, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it was like I don't think anybody else could have done it. Now we see him on screen.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else could have done it except for Taha.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
True.
yes.
Don't you
and,
feel
and
that?
that's the quality of an actor, right? That's
When I
brilliant.
saw the cover, Paro, I had to look at it 3 times. ये कौन है यार?
Yes.
ये कौन है? And I thought, I really had to concentrate because it's so different.
Yeah.
But I do feel that nobody else could have played him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
मुझे नहीं
He-
लगता.
yeah,
That,
बिल्कुल.
no one can replace
Yeah.
him because first, the energy, the force, but
Yeah.
see, your
think,
life
हाँ.
practicality
Yes.
matter
Yes.
because he understand his mother had
Yes.
a lot of struggle. He
Right.
was into that,
Yes.
journey.
Yes.
So that's why he actually gave justice to Rashid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, his performance was amazing. And I
Amazing.
think that you're equally, you couldn't have been brilliant if he didn't do his character justice as well.
Yeah.
He had to be a full, his role had to be completely committed for you to also shine. But both excellent. The way that your relationship develops and he changes afterwards. And ultimately, any human can change.
Yeah.
Any person can change with love,
Yeah.
kindness,
Yeah.
attention, giving them a space where they are loved,
Yeah.
So beautiful. That was absolutely
Thank
beautiful.
you.
A really great story. And how is Isotaha obviously at the premiere? How is he finding this response from people for this role?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I
He
think
gets-
more than Hira Mandi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what, being
As an actor, yes.
he gave super.
Yeah.
I want to tell you the comedy thing. Okay, first day of the shoot,
Yeah.
as a Bollywood actor,
Yes.
he just came with a lot of makeup,
Right.
the little gloss on the lips and all, nicely, and I was like looking at him. I went to my director and said, "Ye chocolate ice cream,
Oh my God.
what is this?"
Oh my God.
And he told me, "Hello, he's working with Sanjay Leela Bansali,
Bansali.
and I'm not going to tell him that you look chocolate ice cream."
Yeah.
Because where we was actually shooting, we was shooting in a real village.
Right.
It's in Lucknow.
Yes.
The village name is Manwa.
Yes.
And all was rusty there. Because whatever the character you're seeing all over the film, they all are the real character from that
Yes.
village.
From the village.
Right.
So then Gajendra told me, "You brought him to me. Now you handle it."
Yeah.
I went to Taha And then I know that he is a brainy person.
Yes, yeah.
I went and I asked him
Quick, yeah.
that, so you're a trader, Taha. You trade women, and for trading you go everywhere. So what will that man look? That man will have pigmentation because of the hard sun.
Yes.
It's an open area. You go, you find girls, you go, So then he said, oh yeah, yeah. And that first
That even sounds like Taha.
I know, I exactly
Oh
know,
my
you know.
God.
And then he's like, that first day, then he made it and he's like, Trupti, is I'm correct? I said, no, yeah, this is correct.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Of course, he's come from, if he's shooting in Hiramandi and then he's going straight from here, he probably didn't even think about it, that role. But you explained it in such a way that he got it. And of course, he's going to be the best for his character, isn't he? So,
Yeah, and I told him, just look around.
Yeah, yeah.
All men.
Look at all
and
of
now
them.
look at you.
You're- yeah.
And then, but I should say, thanks to him.
Yeah.
And I can really respect him as an artist.
yes.
That he really understand that. Some people, they said, hello,
Yeah.
I'm a Bollywood actor. Don't tell me and don't make me learn things. But he's like welcoming all the thoughts and all
Yes.
the things. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, it was wonderful. Was there a scene that was difficult to shoot then?
Yeah.
Was there a difficult scene?
My God.
Which one?
The -1 and 2 we were shooting.
Oh, wow.
So everyone was wearing 6 layer and 5 layer. My character, I
temperatures.
was,
What scene was that then?
the whole film.
The whole film.
Wow, the temperature was so
Yeah.
cold.
So only the Rajasthan portion.
Yes. Yeah, because I see desert, right?
Yeah. So only Rajasthan portion was very hot in the daytime
Right.
and very cold in the night time. But
Right.
the 75 to 85% film we shot in Lucknow. And it was -1, -2. And everyone, even the socks, 4 layer and 5 layer. And for me, because I was a slave, that very, the kam,
Yes.
yeah, kam wali,
Yeah, एक ही suit पहना
अपने
था
पहनते
आपने.
वो पतला. I used to wear that. I was like, so, and then my director used to tell me, you just drink 1 peg of brandy and you will be all right.
You'll be fine.
I said, and I was like, so I can't even laugh on it because
You were too cold.
too cold. And another thing,
Wow.
see, when I was in Chand,
Yeah.
I was in that character. It was so hard. But the cow dung floor, and I want to tell you, with this temperature,
Yes.
this cold temperature, cow dung floor became ice.
Oh gosh.
And when I sat on that for so many shots, for 2 hour shot and 3, everything is frozen.
Oh gosh.
Can't fold even leg. And I have 2 screw in this knee and other knee I have 2 screw. And it's so hard. And then there was a lot of loban because, we wanted make that nice environment, thoda sa smoky and all, because
Hazy
everyone is
सा था,
putting
हाँ,
chula
yes, yes,
and
yes.
fire.
Yeah.
And plus I was working nearby fire, so that they are, see, the little cheap production, okay?
Yeah.
Knack. So you have to put rockale. And then and then it will be.
The things we have to do for a film.
And then I was inhaling all the smoke, Loban smoke, this smoke, that smoke. This floor is so cold. Bum is getting frozen.
Oh my
I was like,
gosh.
and then second day I got bacterial infection in my lung.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so what happened when you are producer and the money is going from your pocket,
Yes.
you forget all your
Oh, everything.
your all worries
बस
and
काम
all.
करना है.
Yeah, बस
Yeah,
काम
yeah.
करो भाई,
हाँ,
काम
yeah,
करो बस.
yeah.
And I was having 6 days. Even Taha was like, every day he's coming to the set and he will first check me like this.
Oh.
And everyone, it's like I was the thermometer like that, All crew members will come. Are you okay, Trupti, today? And I was having 102 temperature, 103 temperature.
Oh my gosh.
And then finally, there is one scene where my boy is running and
Yes.
I am running behind him.
Yes.
And finally, he
Grab
throws
the
stone on
yeah,
me.
Yeah, yeah.
That particular scene I will never forget because that day, Gajendra came to me and I was 104. And he told me, I think we should take her off. I said, no. you please go with the crew, shoot everything. I will go to the hospital, take very strong antibiotic,
Yes.
and I'll come. And he told me, you are playing with your life. I said, no, it's nothing will happen to me. You just go. You go, but.
Yeah.
And then I sat in the car. I was so much not in my sense, and there was there was so foggy that even this you can't see what is there.
Oh wow.
And that man was driving. He understand I'm completely gone. I was behind, and one car suddenly came from nowhere. He put the brake. I was completely thrown away from backside to front,
Oh my
like
gosh.
a one potli. And after that also I don't understand anything because I was so much fevered.
Yeah.
Can't talk, and thank God that my character was mute
Yeah.
because of the
No
lung
voice.
आवाज चली गई थी?
voice gone.
Oh no.
only, only हवा पास हो रही थी. I was like that. And then I went to the government hospital. That driver was like completely shaken up looking at me.
Yeah.
I went to the doctor. Doctor gave me 1,500 strong antibiotic. He injected. First he told me, you please admit it. I said, hello,
Have no
I
time.
cannot.
Yeah, yeah.
My shooting is happening there. I have to go. And he said, no, you're not in that condition. You have immediately put X-ray and all that. And he said, there's you have bacterial infection. And I told him, sir, I am putting money.
Yes.
If you will put me here, I will die because of you,
Yeah, yeah.
not because of my fever. You send me, I will live.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of
Then
course.
he took me. He told me, give the writing here that I am not the this. You with your wish you are going out.
Oh, right. Permission.
And then
yeah.
he put so much big injection in me. I went there, and that scene I done, that running scene.
Yeah.
I can't forget that scene.
I'm effortless. I would never think that the temperatures were so low. And B, and like the things that as an actor we don't see. And I'm loving these behind the scenes talk.
Yes.
Like, because this is what proves to me that the heart has to be there. Otherwise, koi nahi kaam kar sakta. If there's no heart behind it, you'll lose interest.
Yes.
If it's not connected. So it's connected with you, it's connected with Taha, it's connected with you. Ruhi. So like, that's why you have this feeling of you want to keep on going.
Yeah, that's true.
That drive that you have. Amazing. So I've had so much fun like talking about like behind the
scenes, yes.
and really what it takes to create
Make a film.
movie, ladies. Like it's hats off. Like I just love the fact that you, as a creative soul, that you'll do anything to see the idea come into life. Now we have Paro. What are the next steps for Paro? Like as with the movie, what else do you want to do?
So I think better Ruhi can answer that.
I mean, she's the one who's taken the journey from all over India,
Yes.
and everybody's trying to release it. So right now we're here in UK, and you saw that the festival run is doing brilliantly.
Yes.
So we were the nominated for Best International Feature, which is a huge nomination.
Yes.
The only Indian film nominated. So those are the points that really tell you that the film's quality is not just social impact, but it's cinematic. It's beautifully presented, because those things have to go together with the film for people to watch.
Yes.
Because people just don't want to leave, it's a heavy world, right? So there
Yes.
has to be some kind of a flow, some kind of an interest in why the film is out there. And of course, then creating the impact just adds value. So we definitely want a theatrical release in UK and in different regions. We already have one in China, which is the biggest region. That is also toughest. So, it's a brilliant film done by them.
Yeah.
So it's out there. It's going to get a theatrical release. We hope in UK we get a release. And in different regions, we will keep doing this journey and creating global awareness for this. So any universities, because, the youth needs to know about this, because they can change the world. We can all get together and make a movement out of this, like we have done in different areas in US or in India or in Norway or in Europe.
I love it. So what is it that you're planning to do after this movie? Do you have anything else? that you're planning to do?
Actually, we both have done one film called hashtag Threat, and that is about
Cyber. It's a cyber crime because cyber crime is huge right now,
Right.
and we've seen a lot of movies focused on one generation, and I saw one film where my parents couldn't connect. Right, they don't understand the new social norms, so then we co-wrote a film that actually does tri-generational.
Oh wow, excellent. That's needed.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yes, yes, so
needed.
that each generation can
Yeah,
see how. So
absolutely.
we have a youth, we have a young adult, and then we
Yes.
have the older, like a working generation, and then interestingly, they are helped by the older generation to come
Yes.
out of the threat.
Amazing.
and the another film is about menstruation.
Okay.
So film name is Kurma,
Right.
the menstrual cage,
Right.
and that film I want to shoot in jungle because this custom is from jungle in
Right.
India, and we have taken audition more than 7,500 Adivasi people,
Right.
like the tribal who live in jungle,
Right.
and Surrender Naxal. So we have taken 47 auditions of Surrender Naxal, and we are going to cast them. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Amazing. You know what? I think we could talk all night. If I'm actually honest, we could talk all night. And I mean, I love this creativity. I wish you both, more success with Paro. And, I'm here to help as much as I can because I felt like I wanted to do something to contribute to
Yeah.
Paro as well. I felt like I needed to tell the story, and you are
Yes.
both amazing women.
Yes, thank you. First of all, I really want to say thanks, Mariam, because see, बूंद बूंद से सागर जमता है, बनता है. And I'm one बूंद, she's one बूंद, and you're one बूंद. और ऐसी बहुत सारी लड़कियां या महिलाएं हैं who can really help this. So for Paro, Shelter Foundation, my NGO, is working last 4 years on this project. Finally, when we reach to the government and tell this issue is happening, the government actually don't know. They were shocked. They said, we have heard something this is happening in India, but the way strongly you are saying this is happening in India
right.
is we don't know. To prove the existence of Paro, me and my team, Shelter Foundation, went village to village in Mewat,
Yes.
home to home, door to door, and we collected, I have wrote with my own handwriting, nearby 4,000 women and girls' name who are trapped into bride slavery,
Right,
who
right.
bought and sold for marriages. And it is very shocking that each Paro is having more than 10 children and 12 children. And these children don't have any future. And when I took this whole data to the government,
Right.
the government has like Vijaya Rahatkar, who is National Commission Women Chairperson for
Right.
Bharat.
Okay.
She was shocked. She told me that how you have collected this.
Yes.
We have power, we have money, but still, last 10 years, we can't do this. Because people, they can just cut you and throw you up.
Yes.
Even the SP, he told me, we one or two police also not going inside the villages because they will cut us and throw.
Right. Right.
And he asked me, have you seen any police jeep or any police officer in any villages? And it is really shocking for me. I really didn't see any police. So that much horrifying. But then after understand this, she called me as a speaker to Vigyan Bhavan, Delhi, for Indian Muslim women rights.
Right. Right.
And
okay.
all state women, all state chairperson was representing there on that huge round table. It's like a national meeting.
Wow.
I went first
Amazing.
time. I was shaken up. But before one night, I was just thinking, if this is my first attempt or maybe last attempt, I want to put sixer.
Right. मार दें छक्का.
कैसे छक्का मारूं? So morning, I
Yeah.
called my person who work in that village for
Right.
Shelter Foundation. I told him, I don't know how, but you have to bring 2 paros from there to Delhi.
To the conference.
Right.
And he told me, but it is so impossible. I said, I really don't know. Just
Wow.
bring them.
Yes, yes.
I will give them some money for their food and for their
Yeah.
children, and I will pay for taxi and everything. Because it's for them.
Yes.
Instead of talking me, if she will talk, that is more powerful.
Yes, yes.
And the really two paros, like forgotten sister, mother, and daughters, that two women came.
Oh, wow.
And I made them sit in that national meeting.
Amazing.
And Vijaya Tai asked me, who's them? I said, they are Paro. What? I said, yeah, they are real Paro. Oh my God.
Wow.
And I said, please let them. And she gave such a respect to them. She immediately asked two state chairperson, please remove and you please, adjust
them
yourself.
Make
and
room
make
for
them
them.
sit.
Yeah.
And then they talk. When they talk, everyone was like shocked.
Wow.
And that has recorded in national minutes.
Right.
But then after what? I went to Vijayatai. Now what? She said, see, triple talaq came to India. For that, we need 4 years to fight for that. That women have that right. You cannot just say talaq, talaq and just bye-bye.
Yeah, yeah.
So she told me for this, we need a lot of time.
Right, right. Okay.
Then I understand immediately, I have 25 year only.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do. So now this is a request for you and to the audience actually. I went to the Lijjat Papad. Lijjat Papad is a very big NGO. You know
Okay.
papad,
Yes, yes,
हम लोग
yeah.
खाते हैं, Lijjat Papad आता है,
Yes, yes.
garlic and all.
Yes, yes.
So I went to, because why I thought that, see, I am going to jungle and giving them empowerment, but same project I cannot do here.
Right.
Because we don't have that luxury
Yes.
time of 7 days or 8 days giving them any training.
Yes.
But roti banana Indian औरत के DNA में है.
Yes, yes.
We have in our DNA.
Yes.
And that chakla or wo belan,
हर जगह.
that every woman is having in her kitchen.
yes.
So for me, for these bride slaves or these women, papad is a perfect product.
Right.
So I went to the Lijjat Papad. Somehow I got the meeting because they are huge, big NGO. And when I explained them first, they are shocked that this is really happening. And then they said, we have the factory, but it is 300 kilometer in Ambala. And if we want to put up a factory there, I told them, see, this is a one solution. Government has to make one law for them.
Yes.
Give
that
them,
legislation has to come in.
yes,
Yeah.
so their dignity or rights.
Yes.
But the another thing is, all these people selling them for 8,000 rupees, 7,000 rupees, 9,000 or 10,000. But if that bride slave will make per month 8,000, then might be her family will not sell her.
Yes.
And that resale again and again we can stop.
That's amazing.
yes.
It's
So-
an amazing initiative.
Yeah, so then Lijjat Papad said, yes, we are into it.
Excellent.
But that Mewat is a little dangerous. So then I told Shelter Foundation will be there. We will give you protection and land and everything. We will make you connect because we are
Yes.
working in that 37 villages.
Yes.
But again, they have a big policy. They said it's a big investment. We will take 2 to 3 years to make a factory.
Wow. It takes
Again,
time.
I am with the question mark to you and the
Yes.
audience. Can you please help if you have any product like cloth bags or painting work on hat or anything which you feel that girls can do, let's make some project, give it to me. I will connect there. These women will come, they will earn money monthly. And might be you can stop their reselling.
How does somebody contact you then? How,
So my Instagram is there.
Yes.
Shelter Foundation's Instagram.
Right.
We have office in Mumbai. You can email us and make something sustainable project. Don't come, okay, this month will do.
Yeah.
Because this month and next month they have to eat. They have to do everything. So we have to make a strong. You should also get some business.
Yes.
And they will get gate of freedom.
I absolutely love both of these conversations. I mean, I love both of you for the energy, for the heart, and I really, we could be here all night. But studio man is
I
saying,
know.
I said, let's go.
Yes.
So we really have to tie it up. But I just wanted to say thank you for making it. Thank you for your courage, for your confidence, and in bringing it to life. Because it's people like you that are the change makers that give other women the courage. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.